I'm sitting with my favorite here. In fact, I remember how Andy and we kept on, fighting that, no, she's my favorite. No, she's my favorite. Like, hey, she's my favorite. Miss Mbambo, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. I have a question, a personal question.
Yes, sir.
Nhlangane esontweni angithi?
Noba.
Uyazi ukukhuluma ngona.
Yeah.
Your smile keeper.
Yes, we did.
Nishalana kanjani mara?
Hayi wena
Skat ban futhi.
Hayi
Ntokozo.
Ngizonqunywa sontweni.
Unjani? Phela wena you can tell the story. I mean, what, 2008? Oh, come on.
Eish.
Soon is 20 years, very soon.
I always feel like my husband wang robber in a sense, honestly, because he was this really sweet guy to me. He was kind, extra kind, did extra favors for me, because we were in a group at that time, so we're part of Joyous Celebration. But he would treat me differently than all the other girls in the group. Get special treatment, buy me little thingies, and we became friends. Through working together, we became.
We
really
see you,
great
player.
friends.
We see you, player.
He was very smart about it. We became great friends. By the time he told me that he had feelings for me, I was already sold. I was like, okay, this is the guy.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I
so ukushelile.
Yeah.
Hey.
Wangishela ngesiZulu.
Hi. Hi Vesnyana, nothing. Why shine just straight?
Straight.
Wow.
Straight. But I was already sold. So
no, sure.
Okay.
I mean,
let's do it. Yeah. Because
I've always wondered, it's like, is it just one glance and you're like, that's God talking?
No.
And now, is it words? And now, like you said, he had to affirm it and said, la 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 la.
Yeah.
Aye.
Ngiyaqwala ngawo mfana manje uthini.
Awu. Ungangiyeka mara senginje. Sengimaniki. Wow, Ntokozo. Okay, finally things are seem to be normal. Even my TV lady is smiling. Yes, let's get this show on the road. Okay. Where do I even begin? I know he comes in 3, but for him to show himself in 3 this past weekend, for crying out loud. Wow.
Crazy.
Wow. Aren't you the first gospel artist to take Female Artist of the Year? I think you are.
Really?
I don't know, in the history of the summers?
Really? I wonder.
I think you broke another record there that we are not necessarily saying much about.
Wow. That would be crazy.
Because hardly do you have contemporary getting into mainstream / pop, which is short for popular, right?
Yeah, that's true. Because, and ironically, I remember when I first started, I was a teenager, and I've always done contemporary faith music.
Okay.
And when I started, someone once even called me aside, and I was a teenager, I was like 15, 16, and my parents were very involved in the beginning stages of my career.
That's
and
right.
My dad was my manager. My mom traveled everywhere with us. And don't you think you should maybe try a different genre? Because this contemporary gospel that you're doing, it doesn't sell. It's not going to get you anywhere. You're just wasting your talent. You've got a beautiful voice. Maybe you should try and do R&B or something more popular so that you could, benefit from that success.
Yeah.
And it hit hard. It was because they made me feel like what I'm doing is useless and pointless. And I'm a teenager at that point.
Exactly.
And I remember the thing that I said was that, but I believe this is what God has called me to do, and that's it.
And this is you at 15/16.
Exactly.
And the wisdom of knowing that you're already on a path set forth by the powers that be, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And
did you share that with mom immediately?
I did.
Whoa.
My mama was like, Angizwa. Ubani.
Was this a record executive or just someone?
It was someone who was in the industry at that time.
Are they still in the industry?
Quang, 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 quang.
Thank you. You know, I always say there's something about talent. People want to manage it, right? But very few understand it. And how do you even put it in a vessel or give it a shape when you yourself don't even know where this thing is heading and leading, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I think that's where we shortfall as South Africans when it comes to managing talent.
That's true.
Because we manage talent according to boxes we understand.
Yeah.
We don't just let it be.
Yeah.
That's why we have very few crossover artists. Hence, I'm saying now that I think, I stand corrected, but I think you're the first to have really broken that barrier of boxes. You being seen as a gospel artist, but there you are as a female artist of the year. And normally, the people who win that award are what? In the popular space.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing.
It really is.
It really is.
Absolutely.
Guys, remember, the 9th December, Mosaiek Teatro, she'll be on stage again.
Yay.
There's a part that happened last year and it still warms my heart to this very day because, and just to wrap up your space in terms of your smile keeper, how he still tends to you, how he still is so, what's the word I'm looking for, hands-on with you. After you performed, he rushed, because I was backstage, he rushed holding your slippers in hands.
Oh, man.
And I was like, look at him. and he was like, no. You know what I mean? It's one thing to hear or to observe or to read, but it's another to see it happen in front of your eyes. And I think you guys are blessed, and may God continue to bless you more.
Thank you so much.
When you remember what the Lord has done to where you are now, go back and tell me if you think this is where you thought it will land you, at least.
Yo.
Because that song, I mean, says everything.
Yo.
Because when you go back and you reflect on your path to where you are today, you can't help but go, eh? Really? Me?
It's crazy. It's insane. Honestly, never. I knew that it would reach probably maybe this level, but not at this age. I thought it would come later on in my life.
Oh, is it?
I did. I didn't expect it to happen now at this stage. I feel like God somehow just fast-tracked things all of a sudden. I thought it would probably happen in my 40s or late 40s. Yeah.
And it happened now.
And it did. Because God is just God, man.
Exactly.
And he does things in his way.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Do you listen to other songs, to other music?
Absolutely.
Really?
I love music.
Okay, give me 3 songs.
Music.
Give me 3 songs.
3 songs.
Outside your space, outside gospel. That, should it play, we're like, hey, look at you, girl.
Yo, guys, really. Okay, I love Afro Traction.
Wow.
Yeah. I love Afro Traction. There's quite a couple, like the whole album.
Yeah.
We play it with my kids, probably on the drive to KZN, because we're always driving home. Make kayaks to KZN.
Yes.
Especially Imali.
Oh,
That's one of them.
Yeah.
We also love playing Brandy. I'm a Brandy fan.
Oh, come on now.
I am a Brandy fan.
Yeah? So are you saying the day but Brandy here, you'll be there front seat?
I would. I remember the last time that she was here, I was so upset because I was working that day. I was so upset. And I was like, no, but So I told my husband that he owes me to go see Brandy at some point in our lives together.
But I
love Amanda Black. Well, I actually even love lately Ubani. Oh, darling.
Yeah.
I love music. Music is in my heart, man. It's
You got me at Amanda Black.
yeah.
Which song?
Kahle.
Give me one.
Kahle.
Look at her. She says Kahle, then she starts blushing. Wow.
Absolutely. I mean, ngoba ngiphethwe kahle nami ekhaya.
And now the problem is that with such a glow, it attracts others. Yeah?
Bayaphi?
Like bees to honey.
Bayaphi?
Awu. Akit babona lento ebonwe ephethwe kahle.
Awu Nkosi.
Awu sebathi bathi awu sisa.
We.
Nami ngiyindoda.
We. Kube bayazi ukuthi angeneli inhlobo.
Oh man. Amanda Black, kahle. It's 28 minutes after 11. This is Ntokozo Mbambo, and as you know it, soul-inspired concert powered by SPAR. It's happening the 9th. This is our way of saying, let the festive begin. But before it begins, we must give glory to the one who is, right? And we're going to be doing it again in style with her. Do you have the tickets? You better get them. Ticket Pro, that's where you buy them. Better do it now. More about it. I still really want to know what really happened either the day before or on the day at the Summers. We'll find. Before we go back to the Summers, we have a blind spot, right?
Yep.
She knew Mom, and you were once in those shoes.
Yeah.
She's only going back to work in Feb, and they're like, okay, maybe let's bring the nanny in now while I'm still here. And she feels, let's hire via the agency, somebody neutral. Husband like, I don't want a stranger in my house. Let's rather get my cousin in. It's unemployed, available, and then at least, right? Amasigo, yonkinto, we're fine. Maybe even language. Right? And she's like, you're son of the family, yeah. In my house, the corner is gonna feel like, hey, I've got something hovering over me every day.
Yeah.
Microscope. Rather, let's take this child, stay with my parents, and fetch him like bi-weekly. And she's like, wait a minute, I think I have a double standard. Is it a double standard? What do you see?
Oh man, I think there has to be a compromise somewhere. I don't necessarily think it's a double standard, but I feel like maybe she's protecting herself as well by suggesting that we go to her parents instead of cousin coming over. But I think there should be a compromise, a neutral ground that works for both. And it feels like it's a battle of the families now.
Yeah.
And that's not how we should be raising our children. And that's not how a happy marriage will be sustainable.
Hence they say live and cleave, right?
Exactly. So rather, I think at some point Ubaba will have to get over the fact that a stranger is going to come into his house. Because at some point you're going to have to take your child to creche. That's also going to be strangers. At some point, when you walk into a mall, there's a whole bunch of strangers. Strangers are everywhere.
That's right.
And the quicker you learn to accept it and bring them in to assist, the quicker you guys can get help and be able to move forward as a family. That's
one thing I have learned very quickly as a husband is that place called home, it's her house.
Yeah.
And the sooner you learn that, the better.
Absolutely.
If she's not comfortable, no one is going to be.
Not going to work.
And she's telling you already, that makes me uncomfortable. I don't care, my brother. Listen to me. Listen to me. All right? And again, now we stop fighting the battles again. Your unemployed cousin is not your responsibility.
At all.
By the way. So I'm just saying, again, you want peace?
Happy wife, happy life.
Thank you. My 5 cents.
That's how it is.
Yeah, that's right. Keep those blind spot voice notes coming in. Saturday.
Yeah.
Still, just to wrap it up quickly. How well prepared were you for that moment?
I was not prepared at all. At all.
Tell me.
Reason being, I originally I'd said I'm not going.
Huh.
I'd originally said I'm not going, and there were a couple of people who were asking me, "No, go. Just go. You're gonna enjoy yourself. It's gonna be nice."
Why didn't you want to go?
I don't know. I was just there. I was just feeling blah. I'm not.
My Blair, yes.
No. You cannot come between me and my Blair, please. My Blair is my people, okay?
I know why you are feeling there.
Why?
Because you wanted new clothes, and I'm sure, but I was like, Aikimel.
Nah.
You didn't know what you were going to wear. You didn't have anything to wear.
I didn't have anything to wear, yes, but I had spoken to some designers.
Hey.
And so, but I had no idea what they were making. I had zilch information. I just said, okay, I need something for Saturday, and we'll sort it out. And I was busy 40 because Thursday I was in, where was I Thursday? East London, and then so it was an up and down, and I had to come to Joburg, Val, and then it was crazy. So I was like, but it's going to be very crazy. I need a break. Let me just rest on Saturday night.
Okay.
But then Friday nights, I don't know what inside me suddenly said, no, maybe you should go. And then I decided literally Friday night that, okay, maybe I am going to go.
Okay.
I didn't even fit the clothes, the dress that I wore. I literally got on it. I literally wore it at, what time was it? It was like 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Just before I left my house. I'd never seen it before. And I was like, okay, I'll wear it because it fits.
So
then that was it. Yeah.
Wow. Amazing. And there you were.
There I was. Unexpected. It's crazy. It's crazy. These are moments we dream about, as people who are in the industry. But when you've been working so hard all these years and not feeling recognized for your work in some kind of way, you reach a point where you're like, my expectation levels are very low. I'm just going for the fun of it. I'm going because I have to show face.
Yeah.
I have to be there so that the industry knows that Ntokozo is a part of us.
Yes.
And that was it. My expectation levels were very low. Wasn't expecting much, so that I don't take it to heart. You know? So that was me on Saturday.
That's right.
I was just chilled, going there to have a good time and to take pictures, and then God had other plans, and it was absolutely mind-blowing.
You are giving me an inside view on something that sometimes when we watch like Grammys and stuff, somebody, in fact, like the Oscars, in fact, they will even have a piece of paper, right? Yeah. And I'm like, you are bold. You prepared a speech on something that you could 50-50, eh? 50-50, yeah?
Bro, when there's 4 people, that's like 25%.
Exactly. Like, dude, in fact, the best chances are 50-50. But here you are, you already had a speech. I thought looking, as in watching this thing, I was like, no, you were prepped.
No preparation whatsoever. I had no speech.
So all that you said from the heart?
I did, and I don't. I have no idea what I said, to the point that I don't even want to watch because I feel like I might have embarrassed myself. So, because I had no speech.
I have a feeling you don't even listen to your own live recordings.
There is some truth.
Your younger brother also shakes his head. It's like, yes, you don't. Wow, are you that? You are such a perfectionist. You are like that?
Yeah, I don't like listening to myself. It feels weird.
Hey, Banna.
Very awkward. My family knows that if I come and visit you and you play my music, you have to turn it off, please.
Really?
Yes.
And then they are thinking, hi, no, we're celebrating her. Wow.
No, thank you. No, thanks.
So right now, I'm jarring you by playing your music.
You are. You are. I want to dig a hole and bury myself in it, like right now.
But I'm sure there's a song I think there's a song I'm going to play that will definitely say, okay, that one that one I'm in agreement. And it's your song.
Really?
I think there's a song.
I doubt it, hey?
How much?
I doubt.
How much?
I doubt.
Put money on it.
Bring it.
Put money. How much? I'll put 100 rands.
I get 100.
100?
Yeah.
There's a song I'm going to play.
Yeah.
That song, you are, and be honest.
Yeah.
Don't just change it because you want to win $100. Tell me I'm winning. No, something.
You're close, but it's not there yet. But I will say that this is probably one of my favorite songs that I've written, purely because I was asleep. Oh. And in a dream, I heard this melody going na na na.
Ngilale foot manje because
and
I
how
think
so that you can win.
Yes.
So that's one of my favorite. One of the reasons why I love this song. It's my favorite because it's literally a song that I heard in a dream, and I woke up quickly and I recorded on my phone. And the following day, Habi and I went to the keyboard and we put it together. So it holds a very special place in my heart because I feel like it was a melody from heaven.
It really is. Yeah. I am umntana kagogo.
Yeah.
So you wanna speak to me spiritually, you better sing in Venek.
And that's it.
And to this day, when I hear an English song, I'm like, okay. I don't have that bank balance.
Yeah.
But I must say, you are one of the very, very, very first songs I heard the gospel in English, and it hit. Maringa Oktoli on a prayer deficit. Driving.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be very misty.
Ish, yeah, ne?
Eh?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go into how you get into what you decide to sing, to write, to put together. I'm giggling because she just had her voice. You should have seen what your nose did. She can't even listen to her own voice talking.
Cringe fest.
Never.
I promise.
Oh, my word. So, how much of, because Worthy is the Lamb, like you said, you wrote it, but it sounded like, what's the word, traditional, so old school, so classic, right?
Yeah.
How much of that balance do you then do? Because I find most of successful albums, they're live, right?
Yeah.
And for them to be successful, they need to be familiar.
Yeah.
And sometimes you, Lavish, for instance, you have to record it right there and there.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it does happen. I think there's so much beauty in actually creating the music. I love that process. I'm a huge fan of it. I enjoy it. It's thrilling. It's exciting. Having to. I remember there's the song on Lavish. We added a certain part. But then as time went by, we realized, this actually doesn't fit in the song.
Yeah.
And we just cut out that little section out of the song and just banked it somewhere else. And we might go back to it another year or another day, but it just didn't fit with what that song at that moment needed. And I think it's beautiful how I feel my husband and I work. We understand. There's no hard feelings, and our goal is the same. We want to make sure that we release something that is worthy of the God that we serve. Something that's not subpar, something that is of great excellence and perfection. And coming together, the songs, how everything comes together, bringing in instrumentation, getting a guitarist, getting organs, strings, what you call it, vocals. When it all comes together, it's beautiful how just a simple idea, just a single note, a single word, just blossoms into a great masterpiece at the end of the day. I think that for me is what I enjoy most, the thrill of it all, just how everything just orchestrates and comes together beautifully at the end. Yeah.
When are you showing us what happened at Lavish?
Oh, man. That was something else, hey. At Lavish Worship, we had a launch beginning of the year in March, just a couple of days after we released the album. And we did 2 cities back to back with plus minus a 70 people, basically, team. A team of plus minus 70 people. So we moved from
that's a big team.
That's a huge team.
That's a huge team.
We moved from one city to the next. We did Durban and then we did Joburg the following day. It was crazy. Afterwards, I asked my husband, I was like, what were we thinking? Were we really in our right minds when we decided to do this?
Yeah.
Because so many things could have gone wrong.
It's true.
And but anyway, it happened, and it was absolutely amazing. We recorded both nights because we didn't have videos valid for the lavish worship because it's a studio recorded album.
Sure.
And so beginning of the year next year, we're actually going to be releasing some of the videos from those concerts, which is something that's going to be absolutely amazing. People will enjoy it. You're going to be blessed. In July, we released just a tiny bit of it. We released Umagabong with the Sound of Revival, which features Pastor Nathaniel Bassi.
Oh, yes.
And and it went, I think it reached over 1 million in like 3 weeks. So it's just been an incredible ride, man.
That's amazing.
I'm blessed.
So the 9th, right?
Yes.
You are an award winner, Female Artist of the Year. A headliner for the Soul Inspired concert. You are joined by Sbu Noah, Winnie Mashaba, Dumi Mkokstad, Bethusile Mcinga, Takie Ndou. Will Lavish be part 60, 40, 80% of?
It definitely will be part. Definitely, yes. Yeah. I'm still going to do your favorite songs. Don't worry. I know you've got
not
your
mine.
list.
They're your people. The people. I had my beautiful share last year. I really did.
But yeah, I think the beauty of getting to stand in front of people and getting to sing these songs is that it almost feels like you're going also down memory lane as well. So we're definitely going to have some golden oldies. It's not just going to be purely.
Yes.
When did I last sing it?
Yo,
that was a couple of months ago.
Is it?
Yeah, a couple of months ago. Maybe last year or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get you said throwback, so we pray for more.
No,
oh, sorry.
I hope someone's taking notes. While we're in the studio, I hope somebody.
Because yesterday I got calls. You haven't talked also. Okay, we pray for more. What are the songs? You know? Of course, I put my Where There's the Lamb in there.
Obviously.
I mean. But look, we're looking forward to it. It's always a pleasure when we have you here. And it's a sign that we've made it to the end of the year.
Yeah.
And I think for you, more than anything, the gift that God has given you this year was exactly that, to put that stamp of approval, you know, a star on your jersey, to say, my girl, thank you for listening, and this is the reward to show you that I see what you're doing, keep doing more. And Nati, we appreciate it, we love it. And it's also a stamp of approval on our side, so to speak. So this is our award too, you know, because, you know, there's one thing when you love an artist and you see them there, getting that recognition, like, I did bet on the right horse. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, yes, we all win. And that's why there was so much excitement, I think, around your win as well. So we can't say nothing less than all the best.
Thank you.
And keep shining.
Thank you so
So the 9th of December is the day, right?
It's going to be absolutely amazing. Please make sure that you grab a ticket. This is a night you don't want to miss. It's going to be incredible. I mean, the list of artists already. We have Monela.
Yes.
We're just going to be thanking God for the year.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much to be thankful for. Yes, there's also been some rough patches and
it's
rough.
been a tough year.
It has been a tough year.
Yeah.
People have been working super hard.
Yes.
You know, year-end fatigue and so forth. But, you know, coming together and just basking in the presence of the Lord and just letting go of all the heaviness and the pressure.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're going to be doing. You know, God says that. There's a song that says that when the praises go up, His blessings come down.
That's
so
right.
when we lift up our hands and praise Him,
That's right.
He just lifts the heavy burdens that we have been carrying for all this time. So let's come together and let's praise the Lord for the great things that He has done.
All the best.
Thank you.